we're also going to need to double check that we're actually on and running. It looks like we're on.
On YouTube?
I don't know.
Oh.
This is the first time, so I need my cousin to dive in. Can you see it on your phone, actually? Because that would be... Alright, I just texted my cousin too to check. This way here, we get different feedback too. You know, sometimes they say it's good, sometimes they say it's bad. But
we're doing something new here.
We're trying like hell. It says it's recording.
Uh-huh. I see.
Do you see us?
I see this. Oh, is that us right now?
I think that's us right now, yeah.
All right. Yeah, it looks good.
Does it? Okay. How's the audio?
I don't know. I'm not playing the audio because I'm talking.
No, I mean, I'm asking, like, not you. I'm asking, like, whoever's watching, like...
She's waiting for it to start.
Wait, what? Is it not started? No. All right. I think we're on, dude. I think we're on.
I think we're doing it live.
Guys, I'm so sorry, but this is our... We're new and we don't know what to do.
I'm new.
Oh my God. All right. So it says, he says we sound good. So I also, if she could potentially be looking at the one that I set up, which I didn't add into. Oh, okay. Remember the one I sent you, the link I sent you earlier?
Yeah.
It could be that.
That's probably what it is.
I also need to do this. This is fine. But this is going back to the audio version.
Okay.
So now we're on. We're on the audio now. We just wanted to make sure that this was set up too.
Man, this is wild. This is a lot going on here.
Sorry. We are trying to figure this out on the fly. I'm concerned about the audio coming from my computer and not the...
Something we could always do is we can stop it, see if it...
Yeah, we may have to...
Start back up. Because we're doing it live.
We're doing it live. My problem here is the audio, for some reason... Oh, wait. Time out. Sorry. We're doing this live, but I also need to pay attention here. I need this to go to that. Maybe.
Video looks good, though.
Okay, what about now?
Seeing, hearing, believing.
Okay, what about now? Hold on. I'm getting live feedback here. There we go.
She said, whoa, I hear you now.
All right. So I apologize.
Great.
All right, perfect. All right, we're good. We're good to go. God, oh, shout out Jessica and Jason. We needed that. There's a setting on here. So what I thought was happening was the audio was coming from the laptop, but we figured it out. Next week,
I did a lot. I figured it out.
You're the IT guy. You're just testing me at this point. All right. After all that, we need to get right into it.
Yep. I'm so excited for this.
Yes.
I'm so excited for this.
This is the Bush NA. Bush.
Non-alcoholic brew.
Yes, sir.
This one is, let's see what we got here.
Yeah, what's the stats on this?
I'm looking for the calorie count.
You know what? I couldn't find it either. Oh, 64.
64, okay.
Just over 1 gram of protein.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, I mean, we got to bulk up.
Yep. I already had my shake today. I should have poured this into my shake.
Cheers on the Bush.
Cheers. Oh, my God.
Oh. Oh. Honestly, if you've had a Busch, it's exactly what you think it is.
But the problem is Busch isn't good.
It's not good. It's not good at all. Oh, dude, that's so funny.
Wow.
Oh my God. Well,
Wow.
I will say it was $7 for a for a 6-pack. See, what had happened was I almost walked away, or I almost resorted to something else because I didn't see this. It was on the bottom shelf. You figure.
Yep.
And then I saw it, and I was like, well, it's red, and I don't want it to be flavored. I didn't know if it was like a Busch NA flavor, and I was like, it just says NA.
Do they make those? Yeah, they don't make.
I don't think so.
You never
either.
know with these new non-alcoholics, though.
Well, because it was like the red was throwing me off. I'm like, is this like a cranberry flavor? But yeah, you know.
It's like
exactly what we thought it was.
It's so weird because it like messes with your brain a little bit. It's like, what?
This is the first one that we've tried that I was like, cheap. Which, I mean, yeah, we expected that.
I get the hint of Busch, and then it goes like flat.
Yeah.
It feels flat, which is so strange.
It's like the zebra gum. It was like all flavor, nothing. That's kind of what this is.
Yes.
I mean, listen.
But I can see myself kicking back with like 30 of these,
30.
Watching, the old 30 rack, just kicking it back. watching the football game.
Well, I got 4 more, so we're going to need to figure out what to do with those. 64 calories, 13.4 carbs, and just over a gram of protein.
I gave Jessica, when I gave her the Athletic Light before WrestleMania, I took a sip of it, and I was like, yep. Like, I liked it more than I can just remembering. Definitely like it more than the Busch NA. But I salute Busch for doing this.
Listen, hey, they're in the ball game.
Yeah.
Because honestly, think about it this way: like if you're a white trash piece of shit and you drink Busch, and you're like, you know what, I want to be less of a white trash piece of shit, and I'm gonna just give up alcohol. This might be for you.
Yeah. Now, that's a ringing endorsement. Would I buy this? No. That's it. That's my endorsement.
Like, I buy this. No.
Would I be like, I'm gonna bring home a 6-pack of Busch NAs? Nope. But would I try them? Yep.
Absolutely.
And here
we are. Honestly, we have more to try.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll quit my dry streak once we've tried them all.
Is there how far does it? I didn't realize how many are making them these days.
There was another one that I almost got just because I couldn't find that, and it might have been Stella, which I don't like. Stella.
You don't like regular Stella. I've never had a regular,
but I would
Stella.
try it.
Yeah, sure, why not?
And then
I have nothing to gate, but I have nothing to.
You've never had a Stella, like a regular one?
I don't think so.
Yeah, they're not good. They're not great.
So, what's the one? No, it's a Modelo. I was gonna say, one with like the paper you have to rub off. It's Modelo. I know that one.
Oh yeah. Oh, I can't wait to get back to those.
Maybe they'll have
the
an
good
NA
stuff
soon.
Yeah, I'm surprised they don't. I mean, well, they just came out with their light, the Modelo Oro,
right,
and that's like long time in the make because Corona's had a light forever.
Yeah,
I feel like.
Yeah.
But there's another one. O'Doul's was in there too.
That's the OG. I don't think I've ever had an O'Doul's either. I was always just like, no, that's gonna be gross.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
But what was the other one? God, we just had this conversation not that long ago. There was O'Doul's, and then there was another one. Mm-hmm. That was like the NA. They cornered the NA market at one point.
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't remember. But anyway, Busch NAs.
Cheers, Busch. Cheers.
You know what I do enjoy about this though? The barcode has the mountain on it. Just a nice little feature.
Nice touch. Nice little touch. Oh man.
Anyway,
there it is.
That is your. There's 4 more in the fridge. I do have a Peroni NA in there too.
I don't think I like that one that much.
Which one is your favorite so far?
Probably
the Athletic.
Probably Athletic
Yeah.
IPA. Yeah.
Which
one or?
So they had 3 different ones at the store. It was the Upside Dawn.
Yeah,
what was the other one? What were the other ones that we just tried?
We had the Upside Dawn. There's a Golden something. Mm-hmm. The IPA. We have the Hazy IPA.
That one was there.
Yeah, which we didn't love. There's the one that name escapes me, but it's like their summer one, like Casa blah blah blah. I don't know.
Yeah. Wait, what was the one that we liked? The IPA.
That's what I like.
Which
most.
one? What was it called?
I think it's shit. I forget.
It was one that we liked before. We tried the last IPA that we tried from them. We didn't like.
Yeah, right.
I don't know what it was called.
The Athletic IPA, or the one?
Yeah. The Athletic one.
It is called Run Wild.
That's the one.
The green one. Yep. The Free Wave is a hazy, and I like the Athletic Light.
Yeah, those are good. I'd say between one of the IPA and then the Bud Zero so far.
Yeah.
Heineken Zero is okay. Corona.
I haven't had the Heineken Zero. You had that at the bar you attended.
I did.
That's cool. They had it though.
I feel like I got lucky because it was the last one. And shout out LA Cafe.
That's funny.
They had one left. So anyway, that's your beer of the week. Try the Bush. Nah.
Yeah, I mean if you're a Bush fan.
If. And it's not Kyle or Kurt. Go with the Bush NA. All right, I have to plug this in to charge because I didn't realize that I'm juicing this. So if you want to kick off our WrestleMania recap from night one.
So Joe and I this weekend we watched together WrestleMania Saturday, as they call it. I don't think they call it night one and night two. They call it WrestleMania Saturday and WrestleMania Sunday. And because Saturday was not a work night, we got to stay up late and watch that together. In my opinion, it had the better card of matches. So we got a good set. And we watched it from start to finish, really. Because the best thing about it being 2 nights now is I don't do like the pre-show and the kickoff show. And you're there from 5 o'clock. Literally, it's like past 11 o'clock. Now it just kicks off at 7 and runs almost to 11 or right past 11.
I think it was just past 11.
Yeah.
When it finished. Yeah, I'm getting so distracted because I'm like watching on the screen.
It's all work, to
make sure it's good.
All the pieces are working together. So we watched that. I don't think either. We definitely don't watch. We're not weekly watchers, but we follow it.
No.
Kind of just like on the side, like stuff ongoing and all that. And I watch the clips and all that, but I'm never. There's just too much. I can't watch it all. There's 3 hours of Monday Night Raw. There's 2 hours of NXT. There's 2 hours of SmackDown.
You definitely watch more than I do, but I mean I keep up on it. I watch clips and stuff. And right now we have it because it's Mo logged into his USA Network account, and The Rock is what is this?
What is happening? There's a belt exchange of some kind.
Belt exchange of Cody Rhodes and The Rock. This is.
But we're doing it without sound, so it's without.
I know, so we are just interpreting this thing. I'm gonna just bring up the results, and maybe we can just go through the.
Yeah. So I don't really watch WWE anymore. It's for me. It's a bit. I mean, they are the number one game in town, but it's a little overproduced in my opinion. It's like a little bit too spectacular. I like AEW because it's a bit more pared down, kind of like the old school vibe. Like if you go back and watch like the Attitude Era, like
that's what was fun about the Attitude Era.
The Titantron, it was just like a very quick ramp, and now it's just LEDs and HD, and everything is so bright and shiny.
You know what I don't like? Around the barricade.
Yeah,
well, I like that it used to be like an actual barricade. Yeah. Now it's like a screen.
Yep. That
they changed the ads for.
Yeah.
From a business standpoint, I get it, but it's also for the viewer. Like I agree, it's too polished.
Yeah.
Almost.
It's too clean.
It's too clean.
I like a little grunge.
A little hardcore, a little dirty.
Yeah, make it a little dirty. Let's just rub some dirt in it.
So the first match on night one was Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch. And I think I picked Becky Lynch. I didn't realize that it kicked off the pay-per-view. And then as soon as it kicked off the pay-per-view, I go, she's not winning. So Rhea Ripley won. Which I think you predicted.
I think I did because she's like the future of the division. Becky had her time in the sun. She was the first. Her, Ronda, and Charlotte were the first women to main event WrestleMania 36, and she won. But she's kind of coming toward. I think she's near the end of her contract, and she's had her time in the sun. So
yeah. Well, wait, her contract's coming up.
Yeah.
Well, she just had a kid.
Yeah.
Is she doing part-time? Like, is she part-time?
I think she's been pretty full-time since she's been back, but maybe that'll be the next step, is maybe going part-time. I know their kid is always backstage and stuff, which is pretty neat, but...
So she lost that match, and then we'll get into it, but her husband...
Yep.
Lost his match. Wait, you watched Night 2, right? We
Not
weren't,
all of it.
Okay, we weren't texting during this.
No.
Second.
Yeah. I texted you. I forgot. I texted you at some point when it was like another ad match. It was like,
like the Slim Jims.
Yeah, I was having a hard time focusing. Yeah. So, but there's also, it's tough. Like Becky, like she's hit the zenith. Like there's not much farther for her to go.
Yeah.
And she probably has options outside of wrestling. Like she has Hollywood and stuff that she might be interested in. So we'll see.
That seems like the next likely step for her.
Yeah.
The next one was Awesome Truth.
Ooh, this is a tag match.
Awesome Truth and A-Town Down Under, which I never knew that was their names. They split the belts.
Yep.
The tag belts.
So glad for that. I was so happy.
Thank God. Well, they do have a draft coming up. I don't know if it's the end of this month.
Yeah,
the
probably.
Raw
They
SmackDown
usually
draft.
do it soon after after WrestleMania because it's like the new season or whatever, you know.
Yeah. The made up the season that's been going on since like 1991.
But they'll shake things up. But it'll be interesting because that's when they split like the champions, like who's going to go on what show. I'm going to guess they're going to want to put the WWE champion on the Raw because that's going to Netflix, and that'll be a big to do in January.
Who is that?
Cody Rhodes.
Oh, Cody Rhodes. Yeah, because and then the heavyweight is
Damian Priest.
Yep. Which we'll get into it.
I think we'll get to that. Yeah,
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Rey Mysterio and Andrade.
Well, we didn't even talk about the tag match. That was like the crazy ladder match.
Was that the Awesome Truth one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I just skipped over it.
They always
That's who won. Sorry.
There was a lot of crazy spots in that match, and they always have that one wild ladder match that gets everyone involved.
Wait, was that the one where the the ladder was broken?
Yes, yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, and we saw the ref like signaling to someone. We didn't know what they were doing, and we're like, I'm pretty sure that ladder was busted, and they're telling them not to use it. And
Yeah, so she was saying that to Damian Priest, nobody knew why, and he like brushed it off. And somebody else ran up the other side, and that's the side that was broken. And like the bottom of it was literally bending in. We're like, if they don't get off this thing any second, it's gonna break.
Yep.
And it didn't. That could have been a catastrophe.
Yeah. Yep.
And then he threw it out of the ring.
Yeah, I'm very glad they split the belts because I hate the whole unified championship thing. It makes no sense to me because just why are there two belts for like over a year? It just seems silly. So now they're going to split them again, back to SmackDown, back to Raw.
That's the way it should be, though, because if you're going to separate your roster, like the Usos had both the belts for the longest time. It's like, that's dumb, though, because then nobody can win it.
Right, exactly. Just do it. Or just don't split your roster then.
Here's a stupid question because I'm an idiot with this stuff. Raw and SmackDown meet, but only on. Do they meet at all on the pay-per-views only, or is it only Mania, or like
it's all all the pay-per-views are all mixed.
They're all mixed.
Yeah, they tried to do it just like having their own separate pay-per-views, but it always falls flat, so they don't do that anymore.
Yeah. But that's the only time like the AFC can play the NFC is on a pay-per-view.
Usually, like Survivor Series will have like a Raw versus SmackDown match, but they show up from time to time. Like the tag team champions were wrestling everyone, and Cody would show up on SmackDown and stuff. And yeah. It's whatever they want. SmackDown was like the bigger show recently because it was on Fox.
So I listened to Triple H on Impulsive, and he said when the rights come up for SmackDown and the pay-per-view, so SmackDown it's on
Fox, but it's going to USA.
So when that comes up, I don't know how long that deal is with USA, but when that comes up, and the pay-per-views that's on Peacock,
2026 maybe.
They're going to pitch that to Netflix.
Oh, now one big thing.
Whether Netflix wants to buy in on it or not remains to be seen. But it seems like where there's smoke, there's fire. If there's Raw is going to be over there,
right?
It might be like a one-stop shop.
And I think internationally, Netflix has it all. So it makes sense to eventually.
Do they really?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's just in the States that it's separate?
I think so.
It's on 3 different networks?
Yep. Oh, and NXT is going to go to CW.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
What are they on right now? USA.
On Tuesdays.
Oh. Yeah. So are they swapping to AEW for SmackDown?
I think AEW's deal is coming up soon, and they're still on Discovery. So they're still on like TNT.
Gotcha.
/TBS.
I'm just trying to see if anything
Oh, Cody does not look happy.
happens. Yeah, we don't know. The Rock still got the mic.
Oh,
He just put it down. We don't know really what happened. There's no dialogue here because we don't want to get like.
it's like when I was on at the bars and we'd have them turn it on and we just watch, you know.
We don't want the stream to get pulled. Anything else on the tag match?
No, it was a crazy
Okay.
one. Crazy. Good split. It was fun to see R-Truth get his moment in the sun.
Rey Mysterio and Andrade defeat Santos Escobar and Dominic Mysterio with help from everybody's least favorite center,
Right.
Jason Kelsey.
Your boy.
Up.
Yep. You knew they were going to show up at some point, some sort of Philadelphia connection.
Who was the other one that showed up?
Lane Johnson.
Lane Johnson. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. They showed up. They interfered in the match. They had they were like Rey Mysterio version, the eagle version of the mask on,
Right.
he couldn't wait to take his shirt off.
Oh, yeah.
Jason Kelsey.
He always takes his shirt off. That's like a big thing of his.
But you know what? Maybe I've had my fill with like bigger guys taking their shirts off. I'll
my.
explain.
Okay.
Because Bert Kreischer, comedian.
Oh, the comedian, yeah.
He does that all. That's his thing. It's
Shtick.
his
Doesn't he like do his whole
wow.
like show without a shirt on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He immediately gets on stage and takes his shirt off. So maybe like I've had my fill of that because he kind of cornered that market of bigger hairy guys taking their shirts off.
Right,
Like, That's like
yep.
the Bert Kreischer corner.
gotcha. Yeah.
And now Jason Kelsey does it every fucking chance that he gets.
Yeah. I like to keep my shirt on.
Yeah, I mean, me too. You know, unless I'm working out because I work out by myself and I can, you know,
You do whatever you want.
I can do whatever I want.
no rules,
There's no rules. Literally no rules. But that was a good match, though. I always enjoy seeing Ray that he's still doing it. He's got to be in his fucking late 40s at this point.
Yeah,
right?
it's very bizarre because I remember watching him as a teenager and he must have been, I don't know, 20?
20.
Yeah,
20
remember
something.
that? Yeah, he was Rey Mysterio Jr. in WCW, and this is like 1998, 99. So crazy.
I'm going to just throw this out there, and we've talked about this. I'm not a Shinsuke guy.
You don't like Shinsuke Nakamura?
In LA Knight, wow, overrated.
Oh, dear.
I know. I get it. But like when he's in the ring with AJ, did you watch that match?
I did not. AJ can get a good match out of anyone.
That's the thing, I think,
Yeah.
because he's just so good. No, I think it's just so there was so much hype on Shinsuke, and there was so much hype on LA Knight from everybody's like, oh yeah, he's like the new like guy. He's like a throwback to like
Yeah,
The Rock and
yeah.
Stone Cold. I'm like, it's a big hype job.
Wow.
So I'm not like the biggest fan.
Yeah. Shinsuke was really good at New Japan Pro Wrestling, but I have not loved his WWE run. He came over. He was a little too old when he came over, I think. And there's always a language barrier too. It's always going to be there. And he can speak English, but it's not the best. So I think he's always just going to struggle.
That's fair.
Yeah. Now he's just like a jobber to the stars. I'm pretty sure this is the NXT champion right here.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm not even going to try to pronounce that name. Then it was Jay versus Jimmy Uso. Jay won.
So yeah, I know we were chatting a lot during these matches and stuff, but I was like keeping an eye on the TV, and this match just did not do it for me.
This one?
Yeah.
I thought it was okay. I thought Jimmy was going to get the win when Jay like helped him up.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I was
That was
like, oh, they're
sweet.
going to let Jimmy win.
Yep. There's a good story behind it, but they're kind of limited in their move sets, you know? They don't really do
You like him
much.
better as a tag team?
Yeah, probably, yeah. Yeah.
Do you think that that's going to happen again?
Maybe for like a final run, but I think Jay is going away, is splitting away.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
But Jimmy's staying with the bloodline.
Yeah, probably.
For now.
I don't think Jimmy's got much going on. That's going on for him.
They just signed another Fatu in the bloodline.
Was it Jacob?
Jacob.
Yeah.
I don't know where he wrestled before.
I think it was MLW, which is literally Major League Wrestling. I think that's where he was. I think. Could be
So
wrong.
that's the new thing. So I wonder if he's going to somehow get...
I think he's just like another solo Sikoa, so I don't know what they're going for,
Yeah.
but this NXT. Start there. Solo doesn't do anything either.
Does he
looks
ever
angry.
have matches? I don't think he's fought ever.
He just looks angry all the time. I know he wrestled John Cena at some point, and that's why John Cena showed up. We'll get to that later.
Yeah, yes. We'll go. I feel like I'm going to butcher her name. Cargill.
Jade Cargill.
Cargill, Bianca Belair, and Naomi defeat Damage Control. Mm-hmm. This match did nothing for me.
Yeah. Jade is she came from AEW.
Yeah.
She's very limited, but she like looks like $1 million. So they want her to be the next big thing, essentially. She looks like Storm from X-Men. Problem is
she does.
She's just incredibly and she's also married to a baseball player, an MLB baseball player. I know that. So her big thing used to be like, oh, I don't care. Like, I'm not in it for getting all tons of money or whatever, but she like has sights set beyond wrestling. But the reason she was in a match, a 3v3 match, is because they were trying to like protect her. Like they try to make sure she doesn't do too much. Yeah, she didn't do anything. She came in, she did 3 things, and the match was over.
But I think she was the one who got the pinfall.
Yeah, she did. Yeah,
of course.
Yeah.
That's what happened with The Rock too.
Yeah, exactly. And like Bianca's legit. I think she beat main event of night 1. No, that was 2 years ago. Was it 2 years ago? I forget.
But they were like, I think Bianca got the push last year when Sasha was already.
That's what it was, Sasha.
Out.
Yeah.
And apparently they offered her something to come back, and she said no. Nah.
Yeah.
But Naomi did come back.
Yeah, that was 2 years ago when she beat Sasha. Wow, I can't believe it's already been 2 years. Jesus, that's nuts.
It's so funny to me 'cause some of the runs of the women have been like short lived in a way. Like AJ was like the new thing.
Oh yeah.
And then it was Paige.
Yep.
And both of them, like AJ, I think could have kept going. She just,
I think her neck is bad. I think,
but she stopped. And then Paige had what neck injury?
Yep. Wrestling since she was like a child.
Paige.
Yeah.
But I feel like the run in like the big show, like I know.
Oh yeah.
See, like
the sun burned really bright, and then
it's like AJ, Paige, Sasha.
Yep.
And like, not that Bianca's is done, but in a way,
right?
Like they keep going to the next.
The thing that's nuts now with all these wrestlers is if you remember back, 98 to 2001, that was it. Maybe 97, maybe a little into 96. Like his main event run was 98 to 2001. Stone Cold.
Yeah, when did he started in 97? Right,
yeah,
97. Yeah, as Rocky Maivia.
Yeah, and like Stone Cold, he first started wrestling in 1990, I think. And he was in WCW for a while. Yeah. But he was retired by 2000.
Yeah, and his peak was...
97, to 2001, 2.
If you go... King of the Ring was 97?
Yeah.
97 to like... Yeah, 2001. 2000. By 2000, it was almost like...
Yeah, and he had the next stuff too.
Yeah, he was out for a while.
But now these guys... like in WWE for like 10 plus years now. So like they wrestle like way longer than the guys of yesteryear used to. So they've been around for a long time.
I wonder if it's like healthier and just smarter, kind of like what the NFL is trying to do. Swung maybe too far the other way. It's got to level out a little bit. But maybe that's.
I think a lot of those wrestlers in the past lived real hard, real fast.
It's almost like. You hit your mid 40s as a wrestler. It wasn't shocking to hear that they died.
And then, there's a reason why a lot of them all have passed. Like I think like WrestleMania 10 or something on that show have passed. It's nuts.
Yeah. I mean, between steroids and opiates and drinking.
Yep.
Not a great combination. Do you think Stone Cold will come out with an NA?
Oh, no. I try it.
Yeah, I would you. A surprising match was the Intercontinental Championship match, which was Sami Zayn defeating Gunther Wheeler.
Yeah.
I was surprised because he was on a run. Time.
I didn't think it was going to be Sammy to be the one to...
He did it clean.
Yeah. I didn't think he'd be the one that beat him. But, credit to him. People like Sammy. He did a brain... on the... what's it called? Turnbuckle, which I was not expecting.
Yeah.
They usually don't allow brain busters anymore. So that, so I didn't expect that. But Gunther, I thought would have a longer run, or not a longer run, but lose to someone else, like a young,
bigger name.
Someone like who's like up and coming, like put him over, because Sammy's like well established and he's like 38.
Yeah.
I don't know, it seems odd, but yeah.
Good for Sammy though.
Yeah, I like Sammy.
I don't not like Sammy. I'm glad that run is over because I'm not like a big Gunther Wheeler fan.
Oh.
I'm just not. I don't know. Is there something I can do? Nah, it's just your face. Just when I see it, I want to punch it.
Yeah, I could see that.
The main event of night one was The Rock and Roman Reigns defeating Cody Rhodes and Seth.
I gotta say, Jessica, not into Cody Rhodes. She's not a fan.
She was not into
No.
Cody Rhodes whatsoever.
No.
Which is it wasn't his best performance that night. I will say that. Moves and
Oh yeah, his cutter didn't look good. He missed it like twice. Yeah,
in that match.
that's true. He looked like Homelander from the
Yeah,
Boys.
So
I can't tell if that's what he's going for or not.
Homelander from The Boys.
Yeah, because he's like
I
a
gotta look it up.
superhero who's a mean guy. But it's like, Cody, I thought you're not mean.
There's only one guy I've seen from the show.
You got blonde hair.
Nope,
slick
that's
back.
not it. Then.
No, you're thinking
The
of
dark hair with the
No. What's his name?
yeah, of course. Yeah, Kurt.
Kurt something. He's in tons of stuff.
That's the only guy I know.
What's his name? Shit, it's gonna bother me
I
now.
know. Look it up.
Just said we're going in and out on YouTube, but our Wi-Fi. I'm testing out the T-Mobile Wi-Fi.
Interesting. See where it just it seems like it just blacked out for a second there too. I don't know. Maybe it's
Carl Urban, not Kurt. Carl Urban.
I'm wondering why. Maybe it's the cord.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe because I'm leaning on the cord. It does look grainy on my end too. I'm not.
no.
I'm not really sure why.
Oh dear. Look at
I
us.
see it on the screen though. It looks very grainy. It's popping out. Is the audio popping out too?
I don't know.
Let me know.
Is it?
Let me know in the chat. Chat it up.
It's blacking out a lot. I'm not sure about
Picture,
the audio.
yeah, the picture isn't great. All of a sudden, I don't know what changed here.
Oh dear.
I'm not really sure.
YouTube doesn't like WrestleMania.
But it's like this. The picture keeps going black, but I really don't know why. I mean, that's the link right there. I don't know.
She said she can hear us, but when it blacks out, she can't hear us.
Oh man, that's.
I knew this was gonna happen.
But it's funny because I'm looking at the picture and it is super grainy, and I don't know why. I will. I'll tweak the settings after. This is our first time.
Yep.
We appreciate the feedback though.
Yep.
We're new. And
That's right.
We don't know what to do. Clearly, they must just try it for a second and then like just delete the video.
To see if it works.
Yeah, because how else are you gonna know if it works? You have to like go into it and try it.
I guess,
you could
yeah.
probably just go live and hope.
This is how you do like Facebook Live and stuff. You got to get the OBS and stuff. It's how you stream on the internet.
It's so grainy.
Oh no!
I don't know. It might be the. I might have to tweak.
Is it
this out.
Is it the internet? The internet?
No. But I see the screen just keeps going black. So don't worry. I will check into this.
All right.
I promise you.
All right. Well, we have the audio.
We have the audio anyway.
Yeah. And you're just gonna have to suck it up.
Just suck it up. Just stay with us, please.
Yes, but thank you for the feedback.
Yeah, we need the feedback so then I know what to look for.
Yep.
I'm looking for night 2.
But yeah, the tag match was fine. Like I said, Jessica, not a big fan of Cody. I was trying to explain to her how this has been his like ongoing story for many years now, but she was not buying it. She was not into it. As someone who doesn't watch it all,
She really was not into it.
no. Roman Reigns is cool. He's a cool guy. I hated him for a very long time. Not hated him, and that's a strong word. I did not.
Nah,
I
you did. You
I didn't like his
though.
character.
You didn't because you knew he was getting the push. When he
Right.
was going to win the Royal Rumble, you jumped off that train.
That's so annoying.
You
Which is in
jumped off of
Philadelphia.
it
That Royal
fast.
Rumble was in Philadelphia, which is funny. And I just hated the constant. Because everyone was tired. Like they did it with John Cena for all those years, and then people knew he was riding off into the sunset, and then they just like, okay, now Roman's the next guy, and they just shoved it down everyone's throat, and people hated it.
Yeah.
And I used to always say, let him be a bad guy like The Rock. That's what got The Rock over, and then they finally did it, and people loved it. And yes,
Yeah.
although
sorry.
I wasn't a fan of him holding the belt for so long and not ever wrestling.
It's the Brock Lesnar model.
Yes.
Really. They went from Brock to Roman. He did the same thing.
Yeah.
They, what the heck is this? Sorry, I'm getting feedback again. That match was basically just trying to kill time anyway. We're trying to explain that too. That
Yeah.
I mean,
was
they,
like
they immediately went out of the ring.
Yep.
And The Rock, everybody was like, The Rock looked great. I saw a thing like The Rock looked great. I'm like,
Yeah, I mean, for a 50
yeah, no, he does. I mean, but it's like we know this is enhanced, right? Like,
right.
I mean,
oh, sure.
Dickish of me to say, like, to call that out.
Enhanced, as in,
I mean,
he's on a regimen.
He has to be. There's just no fucking way. He's not.
I mean, yeah, I mean, scientifically speaking, there's no way.
That's fair. Like, he did look great. I'm saying, like, I didn't think his wrestling looked great because he didn't do much.
I think he surprisingly stayed, like, he had the fearful of, because there was something a while back where he, like, walked down the aisle and so the fact that he was able to keep his cardio up was good. But yeah.
Sorry, going.
Oh yeah, the worst part about the show, in my opinion, was Rhea Ripley's entrance in that band with that weird tattoo man.
Blackout. I don't understand the blackout tattoos.
Did not like that.
I don't really get it. I don't know why people are doing the blackout tattoos.
Yeah, don't love it.
It's a little weird for me.
Don't love it.
Yeah, I don't really have anything else on that match specifically.
It was fine. It turned into the Rock pin. I think we talked about this. The Rock pin. He hit him with the belt when the ref couldn't see it. The Rock pin. What they were just talking about that we didn't see.
We
didn't hear. Excuse me.
We didn't see here. we interpreted.
The crowd was good though.
3 out of the 4 were wrestling again. On night 2 because CM Punk in a documentary about. Did you see that? There's a documentary being made about the behind the scenes leading up to WrestleMania 40.
Yep.
Which was apparently done in October. Mm-hmm. When they first had The Rock come out, and Cody was like,
"Oh yeah,"
relinquishing his shot for The Rock to go against Roman. The fan reaction was not great,
right?
And then they immediately, apparently, it was The Rock's decision to them to go heel.
Nice.
And then that's when they cheated a shot and finished.
It's like, why did they have? If that was the case, and they had a done deal in late 2023, whatever, why did they have Cody win the Royal Rumble? Rock win made no sense.
Unless they show it in the documentary what they were thinking.
I'll be curious to see. Yes, I'm very curious to see what they do.
I was the Rumble. Mm-hmm. I was a little shocked that it was Cody. I don't know if it was during the Rumble.
Maybe they called an audible or something like that. That's a big one to call an audible on, though.
I mean, because he made it. He was in it for a long time.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Anyway, on to night 2. I know. You guys just can't hear anything. We can see it. You can't hear it.
Now, night 2, I did not watch start to finish.
Did you watch? What did you watch?
I watched Seth Rollins cashing in. Okay. I did not watch the Bobby Lashley. And then I watched the main event. Not the entrances, though.
Were you shocked at Seth losing to Drew?
No, I had a feeling he was going to lose because he wrestled. I mean, it was like written. I think I said Drew's going to win.
Yeah.
But because he wrestled the night before, so you're kayfabe. He was tired.
Yeah.
You know? He's the back injury, the knee injury, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
I was a little surprised by the cash-in. I felt bad for Drew. I felt so bad.
Well, because he won it during crowd.
He won the Royal Rumble in front of a crowd in January of 2020. Mm-hmm. He was going on to face Brock Lesnar, and he was going to win in the main event with WrestleMania crowd.
Yeah.
Then COVID happened in March. Yeah, WrestleMania was in April, and they had it. No one. This is the bummer. He beat Brock. And he won in front of no one. And then he had his entire title reign in front of no one. So sad.
And then he won it in front of everybody.
Yeah.
And he had it for
5 minutes.
Yeah, 5 minutes. And I was on board. He was on the announce table.
I know. I was like, this is going on too long.
Like the way he was like crouching. Punk was like, I can't hear a word. And then he said something else, and he's like, this is always like, this is my moment. He goes, yeah. So why are you here?
Yeah. Yeah. I went on
I guess they were setting something up, obviously.
Yeah.
And then Damian Priest cashed in. Drew McIntyre had the belt for probably.
It's only the second time someone's cashed in at WrestleMania.
Well, because it was Rollins that did it.
Mm-hmm.
He lost his match against Randy.
Yep. WrestleMania play button.
That was like one of the best RKOs ever.
Yeah.
It was the curb stomp reverse.
Yeah, and they said they couldn't do it during rehearsals, and they just did it again, like randomly, like, let's just try it, and it worked.
That match. Randy hit, and I can't remember the scenario.
Oh, I did not watch that
one. He hit
one,
a pretty
no.
good one.
Yeah.
Stomp one. That's like the greatest of all time.
No, I did watch the beginning of that match. I did watch the beginning of that one, and then stopped watching it, but I did watch the beginning. Oh, I did a workout, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, I should have brought my laptop with me, then I'm thinking about it, but I didn't.
So they gave that match an A+.
Wow.
On Yahoo Sports, they gave it an A+. Cash in on McIntyre.
I think I remember when the one I texted you about was like all ads. Yeah, that's right. I texted you. I was like, this is ads. And all the side, and the dude white everywhere.
And then it was like the slim.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God.
It was a lot. There's Damian Priest with the belt.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the next match, and the Final Testament,
about Karrion Kross, who's the Final Testament, I don't know, guy. He just bores me. Well, he was their champion there. He went to NXT. Nothing for me. He's a Triple H guy, though.
Apparently, our live stream is blacking out.
Oh,
it's going in and out. I'm watching it go in and out, and I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. I'm not really sure. We have to Google. Bubba Ray Dudley was the.
I don't know why.
Why?
Seems random.
It was so random.
Yeah.
They hit the WhatsApp, which was a throwback in those things.
Mm-hmm.
But Bobby Lashley, he gave it a B+ on this. The best part was get the tables, but the first table that. And I was laughing hysterically. He just like showed everybody how bad those fucking tables are.
I know, and I know they try to make them as safe as. That's been happening more recently, or more often recently.
Sorry. Next one. LA Knight and one against AJ. 12 minutes and 31 seconds. They have a 12 minutes, 31 seconds. They gave it a B. AJ looked good. I'm not an LA Knight guy.
AJ can make anyone look good. There's a reason that Undertaker wanted him for his last match.
Why he won't have a belt. Without it's the same. It's like the Bray Wyatt method.
Yeah, I know.
He doesn't need one. But he is good. I mean, still, he hasn't.
Yep, he did talk about recently about hinting towards retirement. Because he just, we're going to do it for because you wake up sore and stuff like that. So
I can't even watch this
at this point, unfortunately.
Yeah. You have to listen to the audio version, guys. I don't know what to tell you. This is the three-way: Logan Paul, Kevin Owens, and Randy Orton.
Mm-hmm. My three.
Logan won. They gave that an A. I mean, I liked it. Randy and Kevin looked good. So did Logan. He can wrestle.
Yeah, I don't like him.
Even as a wrestler, though? Really?
Yeah. I mean,
take the personality in the YouTuber show.
It's fine.
You're just not a... Him? Is it his style?
This is him. His face and his hair and the Prime bottle and all that.
The Prime stuff is getting...
much.
They put it in the ring.
The Rock. People like The Rock, the Paul brothers, more brand than man. Like, all they are is just a giant and it's so annoying.
Well, because now it's like you're throwing it down everybody's. See that it's not even just like a little bit like product placement.
Yes.
It's like your whole shtick is Prime.
It's like you see like his Facebook posts. He's always just like, and here front and center.
Yeah,
and this is when I had $7 in my pocket, even though my dad was a wrestler and I had a job. Shut up.
Yeah, it's so fun. Like his seven, but yet his apparel costs $60 for a fucking sweatshirt. But overall, the match was good. I don't like Logan Paul, but
that's fine.
He
can go. After anyone, Randy Orton and Kevin Owens are great. They can have a good.
So the best spot they said, and this is the one, or power bomb to hit. You can watch
that one. Yep.
Did you watch it?
No.
Right, go back and watch that. Bayley defeats Io Sky to win the championship, which I think they had to break. She was apparently on a crazy to end the streak.
Yeah, I don't really. It was usually Raw, and they were Saw. Because I never watched on. I'm never gonna watch Friday night.
Yeah.
So I never ever watch any of the Smack one. So I definitely miss a lot. Of That's true. After the lines.
Then it was the main event. Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. You did watch it?
Yes.
Okay.
So I watched it. I waited till the entrances were done because that's the worst part. Because today, because I'd watch bits and pieces, I want to watch the main event, and it actually ended at a reasonable hour. At least the match ended. The 3 count happened at 10:30.
So Saturday finished just after 11, 10:30, and I wonder if it was because it was a Sunday and they maybe didn't want to keep people on Sunday nights, which is. But overall, I thought it was a decent match. I wasn't expecting a
lot of schmaz at the end.
Did you hate it?
No, I enjoyed it.
Okay,
I enjoyed it. Back to on this program, and the get up, but he
immediately.
Yeah,
but there was a piece of me.
Yep,
it's a very small piece of me
Moxley.
that was I thought it was Moxley. I thought it was Moxley and Rollins. I was like, no
that
fucking way.
Awesome.
But he came in the gear. Like what you're talking about, the callback when Roman took the chair and he looked at Cody.
Yeah,
fuck this.
Yeah, it was really good storytelling where it's he'd rather, literally 10 years ago.
10 years.
Cost him the championship belt.
I wonder if does that rival.
I feel like he's never beaten Seth Rollins. I think
to defeat him.
Yeah, here I think he won by disqualification, but he's never. I don't think he.
But Rollins was touting leading up to this.
Yeah. So he's in his head. But they could always go back to that at any time.
So it was right to interfere.
No. Jimmy Uso.
It was out. Jimmy and then Jay. Which was awesome.
It was cool. I enjoyed it. And then Solo came out. Not Randy. Rhodes for the third time. You can see him looking around here comes Solo. Let's go. And there he was. Ended.
Yeah.
And then John. Because him and Solo have some beef. Again, these are all smack. I didn't know that. But he looks weird with hair.
It's better than the comb over he was doing.
Not having hair.
But this giant bald
spot
happens. But it's just, you can fill that in.
Yeah. what's them called? The plugs. Just get it done. It looks real fancy.
Yeah.
And he came out. He put him through the table. And also, John Cena looks weird because he's not.
He was white as shit.
Yeah. So wrestlers are always super tan.
Yeah.
That's a thing. And he was probably just normal white, but he used to be so tan.
He's like clear. He's
like is Samoan, so he's like very dark skin. Yeah. Exactly. And then the most random one of all was the Undertaker. Why? But I was into it.
It was good.
Yeah. Storyline sense. So like Solo has beef with Cena from recent times. Yeah. The Rock Cena going back 10 years now.
Yeah.
The Undertaker, I don't know where
it's like who.
And he's like, I've had enough.
Yeah, but I mean, who would be a good guy from the past?
Stone Cold. But he had to be there.
Like recency bias. He has
some experience. He had some stuff with Roman. Not retired him, but he beat him at WrestleMania. So maybe some of that.
Taker, his whole thing was his WrestleMania streak to WrestleMania.
That's true.
So it does make sense that he would be the face of.
He just looks like a guy now. He's a regular guy.
Yeah,
he's out.
Slammed The Rock. Then it just came back.
The lights went off and they were both gone. It's like he took The Rock's spot.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you got?
That's good.
Yep.
So but I like the fact that they countered all the interferences, so it wasn't like there he goes again.
Yeah, and then the Roman chair hit Seth, and that's what cost him.
Yeah,
and it was a big celebration.
I did watch the celebration. He grabbed the mic. He had Triple H come.
It was cool seeing Brand.
And she came out and his entrance. Well, up in the. She was in the ring.
I used to watch the JB and this is a YouTube show years ago. The JBL and Cole show. I always thought it was very funny. And Cody Rhodes used. And that's when they were like mid card.
Yeah.
So it was like it was cool seeing.
The only negative. Dustin.
I know.
I don't know if he was because of the fucking AEW shit.
He was probably in the back because they Bailey was at AEW for forever, but they just say don't be on TV. There's a world championship match on Wednesday. Trying to ride that wave.
That's an even better story.
Yeah.
The story.
Yeah.
I'm all rules once for Billy when they did one of the DX reunions because Triple H took his new employer. Maybe. I mean
but it seems like Triple H is more open to it. Well, not. I mean, they started saying the word wrestling again, which
I don't like that either. I like but it was also, I don't know if you told me where Vince didn't like the referees.
Oh,
you know how like back in the day they used to have the name, and then they get to the point where they didn't want that. But now it's back by their names because sometimes they're a character.
He didn't like the word belt. This is stupid. He 31 through 30. Go back and look at the logos. The numbers are gone because Vince didn't like the numbers. He thought,
I know he's so glad that he's not in that picture anymore. At some point, he got out of touch with it.
Oh,
but all in all, Cody finished. I enjoyed the WrestleMania.
last year's. Not. I feel like the big ones 10. I think first time the end of 20 was we can't talk about it anymore. He won at the end of 20. Different, obviously, that all shook out. And at the end of 30 was Daniel Bryan, Cody Rhodes. So those are all big ones.
I just sent that, I think, to Mike.
Nice.
Did on it too. It was like that was the biggest pop that they had in years.
So we were involved in that one. So that's pretty neat.
For sure. I was going to do UFC 300.
So UFC 300 is a big one. When did you?
They had a video game way back. It was an actual UFC. It was before even the first one. I forget what it was called. I started kind of watching it when Ken Tito, like for the second
WWF run.
Yeah. Definitely the early 2000s where I was really paying attention to it because I remember Rampage fought Chuck Liddell right around ish.
In the hundreds, that's pretty neat. Some of the sports I watched this weekend too, more UFL. We watched March Madness with the women's tournament, just in UConn. And Caitlin Clark is legit. South Carolina because they just couldn't. He's really good, but like 1 through 5, South Carolina. She was just offensive rebounds all day.
Did Rhode Island F
tied 0-0?
So what are they?
0-2. Yeah, they've won.
They got a game this weekend.
Yeah. Yep, that's right. Yeah, I didn't watch this. Yeah, I'll try to catch it. This is too many. This weekend, I'll be watching the Masters all week. And
is that like a painting?
Yeah, you know what it is. It's the best. Love Augusta.
Yeah. Dude, who doesn't? Really won't. Want to go off of names? You can make your own picks.
Like I know any.
Let you pick first.
Is Weidman wrestling?
A couple weeks ago.
Oh, look at that! I remember him.
Yeah, he won, but it was.
Oh God!
So we'll do UFC 3 influence on it, so you can just. Davison Figueiredo versus Cody Garbrandt. Weighs 135.
That's insane. 135. Mighty Mouse.
Below that.
There's one below that.
Flyweight's 125.
They literally float over.
It's 115, which is
wow.
So it goes straw.
That's nuts.
Featherweight, lightweight. The women's only goes up.
All right. Finish the story.
I like Cody, which I was not a Cody guy. His comeuppance.
Wait, which Cody are we talking about here?
Cody Garbrandt.
Oh, okay.
Not the other Cody. I wasn't really a fan. He had some tough times.
People do.
I'm going with Cody as well. That's the Mo.
I'm not wearing my hat.
Yeah. He kind of yelled about it.
Is that?
Well, you put it on the floor.
I don't know why. I don't know why I took it off. I think because I don't know why I took it off, honestly.
floor.
I've always had a hat.
On in the stream.
That's funny. I've always worn a hat for this show. And funny.
Oh my god. I don't think anybody's watching anymore. Dude, I don't know.
Okay, we'll get the audio. This is the off season, so we're experimenting.
That's the biggest thing is we're trying to get it right for the draft because it's 3 hours. Bobby Green versus Jim Miller.
I like that name. Miller.
Damn it. I feel like I see now, but Jim Miller's he's just like he's a dog.
Big deal.
I'll go Bobby Green. It's big, but I mean the poster for it, like on Instagram, like with the thing, the poster.
John Cena, he's back.
Miller's Mo. He's back. Gina Rodriguez. Marina Rodriguez. The is Marina Rodriguez.
Jessica.
Samesies here. Jalen Turner versus no. And my heart. I would not be surprised if Turner wins that, but my heart says McConnell, so I'm going to put Turner. Oh. Now we're on to the regular prelims. Sadiq.
This is the actual paper.
Prelims. This is just the prelims. There's not.
Time does
6 p.m. baby.
Wow.
So.
Holy shikey.
Just 2. We're at 1:30.
I remember you like
in my crew.
Like, why is the main event going on at like night? I'm like, oh. Yeah,
that's why I don't invite certain people anymore.
That's fair. That's
all. You guys are all invited, but it's just like and Gregory. Like I just know that you're not. You're more than welcome to come.
We watched Ron with that one. I watched Weidman one.
Anderson Silva maybe. We watched GSP. Controversial decision.
I definitely remember that one. Your boy McGregor win. In like 1 second. I think I
forgot you were there for that. That was my
that was over. Yeah, I think we watched another McGregor one. Bell, or was that it? Yeah.
New York? Yeah, potentially.
Maybe. Wide those.
Oh yeah.
Point. Yeah. But yeah, no, I just can't do it anymore. I just can't.
It's fair. It's too late for me. It's just luckily
on Saturday.
Always on Saturdays.
That's good.
But it's tough when it's 2 rounders.
Yeah.
You're looking at potentially.
Prelim 5 to minute. Oof. Good. Prelims.
Okay. Versus Diego Lopez. Deke before as a name.
Oh boy.
Versus Kayla Harrison.
Holly Holm.
She's fighting Kayla Harrison, which is a very well-known name.
I'll go with Holly. I'll go with throwback.
Me too. I heard this.
I think I watched that fight too. I think one.
Oh yeah, that was. Boston's own Calvin Kattar versus Aljamain Sterling.
I'll go with Calvin.
My heart says Calvin too.
Yeah.
And I do. Calvin's a local guy. Yuri Prohaska versus Al. It's a rematch.
Shout out math teacher.
We're picking the same shit.
I'm picking first.
And you're picking first. So we're picking the same shit. The math teacher. What? All right, now we're on to the Bay review.
It wasn't his fault. Senioritis. I just stopped.
New year. All I needed to pass was in English.
I don't even know why I took that class.
Bo Nickel versus Cody Brundage.
Those are Nickel versus who?
Cody Brundage.
Sorry, going with Cody.
All right, I'm going with Bo. Go, Bo. You know, you should have really.
Cody, though, I can't pass that up.
Would go with him. Carlos Oliveira versus. I'm going to butcher his name. Sarkis Tarukian. I'm going to go with Charles.
Hammer.
Armenian. And you are Mon. Okay. Justin Gaethje. Blessed Holloway. Heart is with Max.
I know what you're talking.
I do love Gaethje too. This is that happened where you're like, I want both guys to win.
Follow UFC besides buying it all. They're free shows or like cable shows. Like they used to get into UFC.
The fighter.
Uh-huh.
They also have Dana. Do you have the Contender Series? They do fight nights, which are on ESPN.
That used to be on Fox, right?
Because it's the ESPN deal. So they've done. But if you have ESPN Plus, the last watch those for free.
Yeah,
and then you can watch up until the pay-per-view starts. So at 6 o'clock, you let Braden watch it. Oh my God.
I was talking to Jess when we're watching Night 2, and she I'll watch this. Like, I don't know what age he. It would be Bad News Bears, Mario Brothers, because he's like pop, 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 pop. Ratings like,
and it's hard because like when we were probably and immediately everybody started backyard wrestling. So maybe around.
Oh God, you're right. Because I remember the night, but I wasn't really into it back then. I knew they were around, but I wasn't into it. Jeez.
It was.
Yeah, he can't. I'm gonna hide it from him for so long. I don't know.
Immediately, you start. We all used to. It's like that was. Do you want to play football, basketball? You want to? We had entrances. Paint to on the. God, that's when I was at my coolest.
Of course.
Zhang Zianan. They're both from China, so like, give me. He has fought a little bit more. I've seen her more.
I'll go with
better.
her.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Main event is Jamal Light Heavyweight Championship of disputed. Alex Jamal Hill, because he tore his Achilles. This is his first fight back.
So they didn't do an interim?
I don't remember.
Because usually or something.
I think yeah, I don't. No, he relinquished it. An Achilles injury, but somebody else before.
Okay,
and it was like,
yeah, that's true. Because I remember a little bit because he couldn't go back and forth.
That scenario, interim out all the time. The only for an interim champion, they can get.
Okay,
so it's as much as like I hate, and it doesn't make sense because in a different division,
it's funny.
But it gives them pay.
It's funny because they always in wrestling they always said like, oh, they should do an interim for a couple times, and it was terrible. From TNT champion for AEW wasn't great.
It used to make.
If you're going for a short period of time, maybe 6 months is too long.
Yeah. So the
guy coming back from the Achilles injury.
Oh hell, this is tough, man. Because I want to go with. Fuck it. I'm gonna go. And Mo is
gonna regret it. You're gonna regret it.
Watching it, I'll root for Jamal Hill. So he did a nice recap of UFC.
Wait, that's there's 2 titles in the line.
There's also a title.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, cool.
Shang Wei Li.
Cool. So, card, not like a big name.
They do. I think what happened with this card, and I mean that's the card is stacked. It's just like the main event is John Jones and still active, but he's coming back from injury. It's not out of trouble all the time. But from the early prelims, all
nice.
Other than the main event, maybe still stacked.
Nice and light heavy.
100%.
Dudes dig the long ball, you know.
They do. Every time I look at. So anyway, listen. Live stream. I'll get it straightened out.
Right,
but we'll have an episode next week.
That's right.
And then the following week.
Wait, are we gonna do it Monday, or we're just gonna we'll just do this. Do the Thursday.
I think you just do the Thursday.
Yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense.
Day.
Yep.
We'll try to get next Tuesday.
Awesome.
Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll get this live stream.
Everything. Promise.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Bye.